Okay, today is April 8th, retesting of Apple InfoWaves version. This is just to turn on the phones to show if the app boots up, still registered at the restaurant or not. So at default, opens to the waiter selected screen tables instead of um, the waiter customer selection screen for Androids. Let's see what it does for Apple. Apple, it does open to that screen, to the waiter selection table, or to the waiter or customer table, and it does all the other information. Androids don't. So this old ASUS has been giving us problems. So I'm going to log that guy out. So this one, my main iPhone starts off Super Taqueria at 0.41 miles away, Faux Vietnamese 0.44, King Egg Roll 0.44, King's Burger, which is different from this other iPhone, Super Grill Anise 0.21 miles, Dairy Delight 0.33, La Nina 0.53, Sissu Boca 0.54. This one is matching this one. And then let's see if we log out on the Android. Go back in as waiter. Server please says stop. Not happy. Touch to beam. Must be because the phones are close. Huh. I wonder if that has something to do with anything. Super Grill Anise, Dairy Delight. The listings are the same. This is good. Okay. This one has been the problem child. But let's go ahead and go in just to show that this one is getting logged off after 15 seconds as a waiter. Okay, so we're going to go into Super Grill. Oh, Gotta refresh. Super. Now, let's see that again, because so it gives the correct listing, but now if we refresh, it gives that split screen there. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna go to Super Grill Anise. And these guys, select table 1, 6, 2, 7, not reflecting on the Androids. Why is that? How can that happen? Now, Androids, on the other hand, they are showing up on Androids, but not on Apple. So I tested this an hour or two ago, and Apple and Android reflected, but you can see it's doing it again. I don't know why, but this is something that can't happen intermittently. So obviously these phones are saying they're too close to each other. Hold the devices close together again. Why? What's it trying to do? Anyway, log out. This is after I completely deleted the apps on Apple and Android. I'm going to do kill all. And reinstalled them on Apple and Android. And even though Apple, on TestFlight, you don't have to reinstall the username and password, I completely deleted the app first and then fresh install from TestFlight. So the Apples are not showing up on the Androids. Apples tables 1, 2, 6, and 7, these 4 squares over here, these 4 apples are on the screen here. Androids over here, this guy being 4, shows up in the Android, but not on Apple. Over here, over here. Don't understand that. So I don't really want to test table kill or any other functionality because network's obviously not seeing the other phones. And this guy keeps getting logged off. And you saw that I turned the phones off and turned them back on when they started up. Here's all the test flight versions. This is the installed link that you sent me. Apps have been totally uninstalled, re-entered username and password. I'm going to purposely not do this guy just in case he's causing the issue. So the Androids table selected are not showing up on the Apples. The Apples show up on the Apples, but not on the Androids. Hmm. And after about 15-30 seconds, this table is going to disappear. Oops. There it goes. Disappeared. So this one just keeps disappearing, and Androids only reflect on Androids, Apples only reflect on Apples. And I did try this about 3 hours ago, and they did reflect Apple on Android, Android on Apple. But there's something intermittently causing this, and we got to figure out what it is. Just in case the phones are too close, the Androids maybe are trying to share information of some sort. I'm going to log them out off the screen. If it works, I'll bring them back into the screen. And it Nope, still not showing up on Apples. Figured I'd try taking the phones away in case sometimes when you put them these two too close, they trying to sync or something. But Supergirl on these, Supergirl on these, Supergirl on these. Not sure why that's happening. Now, of note, I've been trying to crimp these together to get this information. Usually test with them a little bit further apart, just enough to get to the button. I'll try that again with all of them. Log out, log out, log out, log out. Open. Okay. Let's try it again. Oops. Seems like Android's stall on generating this population list. Alright, let's try. Android first. Not reflecting on Apple. Apple's not showing up on Android, Android not showing up on Apple. Okay. So Apples have tables selected on this, tables 1, 2, 6, and 7, 1, 2, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 6, and 7 on Androids at the same restaurant show unselected. However, on Androids, tables 4, 5, 9, and 10 do not show on Apple. Yep, and I did completely delete the apps, reinstall them. Earlier today when I did it, it did that, but now it's not doing it. And as you can see, closing the app and redoing it over again, still not doing it. So even if it can get it to work, like if I wipe them all out and reinstall it and it works for 1 minute, it may not work. This is twice now that it hasn't worked. So there's something intermittently not doing it, not working. Anyway.